So for you, Aries, you have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups. You already know what the Six of Cups is. And X is coming back, okay? The Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups is the unfairness that they had towards you. They didn't really treat you well because they thought that you, Aries, were very much so replaceable. But now they're coming to find out that you're not so replaceable. The Six of Cups is about them coming back because of the fact that they found out, they effed around and found out just how irreplaceable a lot of you Aries are and were. This was at a point in your life where you Aries wasn't necessarily doing a lot of what it is that you're doing now. And now you Aries are actually getting better. This person sees you as intimidating in the sense that they really don't want to come up to you and they like you, but they really don't want to come up to you and talk to you because they know that a lot of you Aries are very much so out of their league. Who they are, they understand that they have a lot of work to do. Who you are, you know, so the Two of Wands now and the Sun is about how they wish that they would have never have left the relationship in the first place between the two of you. But there's such an F up in the first place. They just really couldn't help themselves, right? The Sun, they thought that the grass was ultimately greener on the other side. And again, they effed around and found out that no, actually it's not greener on the other side because decent people, there's a lot of them out there, but decent people are essentially going underground in the sense that they're being silent about them being decent. And they're just letting the dating pool be exactly what it is, letting the dating pool get dirtier and dirtier as they decide to keep their mouth shut, move on with their life, go, like I said, right? Go underground with it. And you Aries are kind of underground with it yourselves. Because I see a lot of you Aries are very much so industrious around this time, you know, handling y'all business and getting y'all money and everything like that. And really taking care of your health. But at the same time, a lot of you are not necessarily the most enthusiastic about putting yourselves out there because you Aries understand that, you know, it is a big risk getting to know somebody. It is kind of a big risk because when you put yourself out there, you risk letting other people know a little bit about your business, and then people will try to take advantage of you. And a lot of you Aries don't want that. You still want to be treated with respect and treated normally. You don't want to be treated like you're an extraterrestrial just because you may have some money or you may have, you know, a little bit or a lucrative business going on for yourself. Then the Death card and the Justice here for you is about how, but it really does speak volumes to how it is that you Aries, you know, people will play out decent people, and you Aries are part of those decent people. They will play mind games with decent individuals, and then they will end up really wasting their time, come to find out, on playing out decent individuals, because then when they leave you and things start to actually pop for you, right? Now all of a sudden they want to come back, and it's like, no, they can't come back because you Aries actually have something to offer that is way better than what it is that they were willing to give to you before. And it's way better due to the fact that you have more than what it is that you did before. All it is that you Aries may have had before was your attention to detail and your attraction to them, right? Your desire to actually want to be with them. But that wasn't enough in the past. And now it's like they trying to come back, right? Six of Cups, they're trying to come back. And you Aries are like, wait a minute, after all this time, now you want to come back again? Because this could definitely be someone that tried to come back multiple times that you Aries had to be like, nah, you're not coming back. But it's still the same thing. And once again, This ex doesn't really understand that you Aries are done. You can't go back. You can't go back. And the reason why you can go back, but you shouldn't want to go back, is because it would squander all the progress that you Aries have made. If you decide to go back, what it'll do is it'll end up, the things in your life that are working well will end up come tumbling down like the Tower card. So the Death card and the Justice is all about how, no, they're getting what it is that they deserved. The Seven of Swords, you know, they wanted to play mind games with you. They wanted to act like they were too cool for school, too cool to be in a functional relationship. And now they're getting everything that they deserve because of it. You Aries, they should have taken you seriously. They should have appreciated you when they actually had a chance to really be with you. But no, they decided that instead of them doing that, they were going to try to waste your time, get on your nerves, and play all sorts of stupid games with you. Now they're dealing with it. Then the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles is all about how they have to ultimately deal with that, you know? And they know that you Aries are done with them in the first place, but they're thinking to themselves, okay, maybe they should give you another try. See if you change your mind again. But it's a dub. They don't understand, Aries, that no matter how many times they decide to come back, you know what I mean, and say what's up to you and try to reach back out, it's always going to be a dub. You was with them, right? You was with them, and then you was with them, and things didn't end up going well, and you gave them, you know, they came back to you. They was asking for money. You gave them a second chance by giving them money, seeing what it is that they could do with money, and then they end up blowing it all off on something stupid. So a lot of you Aries understand, okay, you see who they are, you separated from them, and now they're getting what it is that they deserve, which is people that don't care. They're finding out how cold the world is, and how they want your Aries warmth, right? With all of the jealousy that they have, and the envy that they have, and the fact that, you know, they don't want to like you. They're coming back now trying to act like, you know, let's get back together. And you Aries are like, nah. The Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, you're looking at what it is that they have to offer you. And a lot of you Aries are looking at it from a practical perspective. What can they offer to you? And they can't really offer a whole lot to you really like that. The Queen of Pentacles is about how, okay, so let's clarify some of this. Queen of Pentacles, to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, is the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So these 5 cards right here is about how a lot of you Aries, even if they were to even if your exes were to get back together with you or try or make it seem like they really are changing, it would be a transactional relationship. And what I mean by that is you Aries would be looking at it like, what are they going to give to you that's going to offer, that they are going to have to offer in exchange for the time that you Aries would waste trying to reintroduce yourself to them, as they are reintroducing themselves to you. I see a lot of you looking at it like from a perspective of, once again, with them in particular, time is money, and that they've wasted too much of your time. So now it's you Aries would look at it like business people, like they have to actually compensate you back for all that nonsense and that gobbledygook that they was trying to pull from the very beginning. And then the Ace of Wands now is about how they wouldn't really have a whole lot to offer you like that. You know, they would try to come up with all types of excuses and things that they can compensate with. But a lot of you Aries would be looking at it like, that may not necessarily be enough. Because you, Aries, have wasted enough time on them, talking to them, trying to find out what it is that they are about. And then the thing is that the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Swords is all about how they are ultimately, they really want to get back together with you. But the Ten of Swords is you, Aries, just look at it and you're like, do you really want to get back together with them? Is that really the best idea in the first place, considering the fact that you've already been down this road before? And then the thing is that the Page of Swords is about how can they even fathom what it is that you, Aries, are doing in the first place? Or would they fall back into their old pattern of being jealous and envious and needing to get back at you, and seeing the money, or seeing you bring money coming in, even if you were to say yes and try to trust them again? Would they try to sabotage it all over again, even though you've probably given them another chance, which you shouldn't?